Hi everybody, this is Dennis Mason, and this is Fitness and More After the Show. And we're talking with Derek Hutchins. Hey Derek.
Hey there, how are you, Dennis?
Very good. So, had a great show today.
The show was awesome, yeah. Show went really,
a lot of good information on that and stuff like that. So, Derek is a personal trainer, a photographer, and he works on both sides of the camera. He's also done a lot of modeling work. And what are your favorites? Which do you like the best, or what? Or is there a best?
I can't necessarily pick one that I like the most. I think that's why I do them all.
Okay.
I can get very ADD if I'm just doing one thing at a time. It can be, I like to explore and just try different avenues. So.
And we were also talking on the show this morning about your photography, and you do more artistic artwork with your photography.
I do, yeah. I just like to give I like to give people a different perspective, a different way to view things when it comes to photography, because especially today with the whole digital era, everybody seems to believe that they're a photographer. So if I can really set myself apart and just bring a whole different outlook to people, so that way they can view things differently.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And it's like he works. You work in the greater Los Angeles area?
I do. Yeah, I live in West Hollywood, and I work there.
Okay. Are you single?
I am.
Okay. He is single. Girls. Are you dating anybody?
Yeah, I've got a girl that I've been seeing a little bit, but it's kind of long distance. So,
okay.
It's hard to completely commit.
Maybe someone will come and woo you down here in the southern part of the state.
We'll see how it goes.
We were talking on the air about some tattoos, and if the people that are watching this or listening to the show, that's the.
This one's photography.
That's.
It's Korean.
Korean.
Yep.
For photography.
Yep, and then I've got the ohms here.
Okay.
I've got another Buddhist mantra right here.
Okay.
You guys want to see all these?
So, no, that's what we just started to see. Yeah.
I've got another here. I can show you this one.
Okay.
It's a Buddhist Zen circle.
Oh, what is it?
It's called the Enso.
What is that?
So it's kind of the circle of life.
Oh, the circle.
Yeah. So they say in order to paintbrush a perfect circle, you have to be in complete Zen with the universe and complete one with yourself. And so to paintbrush, there's brush strokes within the paintbrush, because your life's not always perfect. There's spots where there's really good thick ink, and there's spots when there's really minimal ink, because your life's always changing and adapting.
Wow.
It's left open because there's always influences coming into your life, influences going out of your life. You should always be changing and adapting and growing.
Wow, you're a philosopher too.
Yeah, a little bit.
So is that how you train? I mean, you train.
Yeah, I kind of take that. I kind of take that within every aspect of my life, as far as art and training, especially.
Okay. Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
And you train at Equinox.
I do.
Here in Los Angeles.
Yep, the West Hollywood Club.
And how long have you been doing that?
I've been a personal trainer for 5 years.
Okay.
But I've only lived in Los Angeles for about 5 months now.
Okay.
And I've been at Equinox for about 4 months.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you got some stuff coming up here in the future, right?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Want to talk about maybe a little bit, or as much as you can, about
absolutely.
the web series?
So I'm writing. My original thought was to do a web series, just for a way to get my acting out there. I'm already casted for the part, so that's the good thing. So now I just have to write. Write the whole storyline. It's kind of about my life and just finding your way, basically. It's also going to be a way for me to release an album that I've been writing and working on, so I can get my music and my acting out at the same time. So the character of the series actually becomes a music artist, and so the album's going to tie into the soundtrack. So you already have one, not the whole album, but I've got one song.
One song.
It's not going to be part of the album. I don't believe at this point. It could be, but it was just kind of almost an intro for me into the whole singing thing. I wanted to do a creative project for my brother and his wife for their wedding. He's also a photographer. So just trying to do the whole creative thing and give them something that you can't just buy at the store.
So
I wrote.
Can you?
I wrote a song. Originally, the only person I told I was going to do this was my mother, and it was about 3 days before we were getting on the plane. They got married in South Korea, so it was about 3 days before we were getting on the plane, and my mom says, well, how's the song coming? Did you get it done? And I'm thinking to myself, well, I wasn't going to do it because I didn't think I was going to have enough time. I hadn't even started writing it yet. And she goes, well, I told them you have a big surprise for them, and they're really, really excited. I'm going, oh, shit. You know, so luckily I worked at a gym in the Bay Area with a couple good friends of mine who are in rock bands. And then I was living with a guy at the time who previously was in another rock band, so I just decided, well, that there's no backing out of this now. I got to get it down. So I wrote it in, you know, about a day. Finalized it with my roommate who had done some songwriting before. Told my guys who were in the band, and one of them did the guitar riffs for me, and the other one had a little garage studio inside of his garage, a little soundproof tiny room, and we just made a whole production of it. We actually made 2 different versions of the song in 3 days, so it was kind of interesting.
Wow.
Ended up finishing it at about 4 in the morning, and then getting on the plane at about 6 a.m. So yeah, but it was through that experience I had so much fun just doing the whole creative process, and getting into the studio and really just exploring my singing voice and belting it out. And there's something so therapeutic about it. I was just like, I've got to do a full album.
Wow, that's great.
So
That's great.
yeah.
Wow. Can someone get that on online?
Yes, you can check out iTunes. My song is on there. It's under my name, Derek Hutchins, DEREK HUTCHINS. Or the song title is SK Heights. SK and then Heights. So
Okay.
yeah, check it out on iTunes.
Well, very good. And check this guy out too. So really, we appreciate having you with us here today.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you
luck
guys
to
so
you in the
much.
future with all your
Awesome,
all
guys.
your stuff that's going
Appreciate
on,
it.
man.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Well, thanks for being here and
Absolutely.
taking time out of your busy schedule here.
It's not a problem.
Derek Hutchins here on Fitness and More after the show. Dennis Mason, thanks for watching.